Good afternoon, everybody. Pigskin Pete here. Today I'm very excited to welcome back some of our favorite coaches from around the country after 5 weeks of football. Let's welcome our favorite man from the Bayou, Ed Orgeron.
Well, I'm very excited for LSU football this year. Of course, we're 5-0. Nobody saw that coming, even old Head Orgeron here. But we got Bayou blood. We are Tigers. We've got a lock fence all around the state of Louisiana. Everybody knows we're going down to Gainesville, Florida this week to play them Florida Gators, our most hated SEC East rivalry cross-divisional team. The last time we was in Gainesville, the only thing I really remember is when I walked on that field, I said, damn, this is the hottest place I've ever been. I looked at my defensive coordinator and I thought he was about to pass out. It was so hot. And then in the fourth quarter, I'll never forget this. They played over the loudspeaker there in the swamp. Tom Petty's, I won't back down. I'ma stand my ground. And I was looking, and the thing was, they thought that they was getting one over on us, but our players were singing it too, because we're LSU Tigers and we ain't gonna back down. I don't know why everybody's so surprised to see the LSU Tigers. It's 5-0 after 5 weeks. I knew it was coming. Everybody inside of Baton Rouge and the entire state of Louisiana knew it was coming. I tried to tell you people before the season started we was going to run the ball and pass the ball, and that's exactly what we've done. We've been running the ball for the past 2 decades, but now we're actually trying to pass the ball with Joe Burrow. Everybody said, well, you ain't got Leonard Fournette no more. You ain't got Darius Geis no more. What you gonna do, running the ball? Well, turns out Leonard Fournette and Darius Geis both hurt, so even if they was back at LSU, they probably wouldn't be playing in this game because they'd be hurt. Everybody asking me, do you miss Matt Canada? No, I think Matt Canada went back up to Canada where he belongs, or at least as close as you can get without actually going to Canada. I think he's up there in Maryland trying to run that program. I can't wait till this game is over, and I can celebrate, and I can go get me a big old bowl of gator tail gumbo. Go Tigers!
Thank you very much for that, Coach Orgeron. You never cease to disappoint. Let's welcome the next favorite coach to the show, Bobby Petrino. Well, after 5 weeks of Louisville football, I'm very disappointed. I mean, everybody knew, including myself, I'm going to go ahead and admit that now, that we were probably going to take a little bit of a step back without Lamar Jackson. Of course, Lamar Jackson is now a Baltimore Raven. He's playing multiple positions there. He's playing backup quarterback, running back, wide receiver, tight end, defensive back, and sometimes even linebacker. I wouldn't be surprised to see Lamar Jackson even make a punt or two. He's that good of an athlete. Anyway, enough about Lamar Jackson. He's clearly not here anymore. We do have another quarterback who's very good, though. His name is Jawan Pass. When people ask me about Jawan Pass, I say, you want him to pass better because he's not doing very well doing that right now. I am, however, very optimistic about the rest of the season. I mean, all we've got left on our schedule is the Clemson Tigers, and that's it. Everybody else is beatable. Don't talk to me about the Florida State Seminoles. I know they're no good and they beat us, but that was just a bad day. We'll bounce back from that, I promise. The good news is our season is definitely not over. All we got to do is beat Clemson, Kentucky at the end of the year, win the rest of our games as well, and we will at least make the Capital One Bowl and beat the crap out of the South Carolina Gamecocks, I promise you. If we lose to the South Carolina Gamecocks in a bowl game this year, I'm basically probably just going to quit coaching. I may go get my motorcycle license re-invoked and just drive off of the side of a mountain. Thank you, Coach Petrino. That was very insightful, sir. Let's everybody welcome to the show, Bill Snyder. Let's everybody welcome our favorite coach from the SEC West, Jimbo Fisher. Well, needless to say, everybody, I'm very disappointed in the Aggies football team. I mean, these guys are very soft. I mean, I came down here from Florida State where we're very tough. I mean, don't look at last year. Last year don't count no more. I'm over here in Texas now, and that's all that really matters now. I mean, we barely beat Arkansas. Arkansas is a terrible team. I mean, I know I said before the game that Arkansas was a good team, but everybody knows I was lying about that. We had no business having a close game against Arkansas. I mean, hell, we took Clemson all the way down to the wire. We went into Tuscaloosa and gave them everything they could handle. But guess what? This team's got to get a lot tougher. Hell, I grabbed one of them boys by by the face mask. Everybody in the media coming down on me saying, Jimbo, you can't do that. It's 2018. Well, I got news for you. I wasn't born in 2018. I was born a hell of a lot longer before that. People used to grab my face mask when I played football a long time ago. They used to grab it a lot harder than that, and they did a lot worse than I did to that young man. And I got through to that young man, too. I promise you that. He won't never make them mistakes again. If he does, he's off this football team. Look here, the bottom line is I'm going to make $80 million over the next 10 years. Nobody's going to take that away from me. But if these kids don't want to play, I mean, I could easily quit and go somewhere else and make just as much money and deal with just as much bull crap as I'm dealing here with Texas A&M. These kids are going to be hard on them. It's going to be tough. I'm going to push them to their limits. I'm going to make them do things that they never ever thought. I mean, they'll go home crying to their mamas about what I did to them by the time it's all over with. And that's called football. I mean, if you don't like the way we play football here in America, then go over to England and kick that little round ball through that net. That ain't football, son. This is football, and this is not how we do it at Texas A&M. Now, I know a lot of you guys probably don't take me very seriously. I mean, I don't take myself seriously sometimes. Let's be real here. But I know I said all them years I was in the ACC that the ACC was dominant, and now I'm over here in the SEC, and you know, I flip-flopped on that within 5 minutes. Everybody knows that. But listen, it don't matter. If we don't play no better, we ain't even going to beat the Pac-12 at this point, and the Big Ten, forget about it. Hell, if we lose to Kentucky this week, I might phone up Willie Taggart and hire him as my offensive coordinator. Wouldn't that be good? Yeah, I think it would be great, wouldn't it? Hell, if we lose this game to Kentucky, grabbing that kid's face mask is going to be the least of his problems. I might pull a Jameis Winston Uber driver on his ass. I got a message to the 12th man out there. Bring a friend, and let's make it 13 people. We're going to need every bit of them to beat Kentucky. Go ahead. Thank you, Coach Fisher. Let's check in with our favorite Clemson coach everybody knows and loves, Coach Dabo Swinney. Well, I know it's been a tough week here at Clemson, South Carolina. Everybody in the media wants to talk about Kelly Bryant and that transfer situation. I'm just here to tell you, we've got one heck of a great group of guys here at Clemson. This is a resilient football team. This is a team that cares about each other. But here at Clemson, we just focus on us. We've got one heck of a close group of guys here. We're a very resilient football team. And listen, I wish Kelly the best. He knows how much I love him. He knows how much his teammates love him. But at the end of the day, we still got to go out there and play 4 quarters. You know, it seems like every time we face adversity, last year against Syracuse, we faced adversity, didn't quite get it done. They came into Death Valley this year after a terrible week as far as the media is concerned. Trevor Lawrence going out there with his first start. We've got 3 freshman quarterbacks on the roster, but these guys uplift each other. And that's what it is here at Clemson. We lift each other up. You know, when we needed to have it the most, after Trevor goes down, I said, hey, I mean, next guy up, all right? That's the mentality here. That's the culture we built here. And we just find a way to win. And that's all you can really ask for from these young men, to find a way to win. I mean, that number 9, Travis Etienne, and of course, Tavion Feaster, Adam Choice. I mean, these guys stepped up when we needed them the most. I mean, how about that catch by Renfro? What an amazing catch. That guy's just an absolute baller. I mean, I thought our defensive line, they stepped up when we needed them the most and showed why everybody thinks they're so great, because they are. I mean, Xavier Thomas, talk about a grown man. That guy's taking off like a rocket ship. I mean, I'm just so proud of our guys. I mean, let's listen here. We can sit here and talk about quarterbacks all y'all want to all day long, but I'm just so proud of our guys. We're a good unit, a good team. We got to go on the road this week to take on a very tough Wake Forest team, but I have all the confidence in the world that our guys will respond. That's what we do, and that's what we're going to do. Well, thank you to all the coaches who joined us, and we will see you next time. Have a great day. Pigskin Pete, checking out.